Hey, what's up? It's your girl Bimbe. I'm back and I'm here with a video. I'm here to talk about a case I've been following. I know I've been missing, but I'm back at it. So I'm here to talk about this case that happened a year ago in Detroit. It was regarding a guy named Devon Robinson. A transgender woman and two guys. The transgender woman, her name was Paris Camorn. It was a guy named Alvnte and a guy named Timothy. So Paris was a transgender woman from Detroit, and her two gay friends, Alvnte, Timothy, Blair, Armand, Lance. It was a whole crew of them. Okay, the incident happened one night. It was like the weekend of Gay Pride in Detroit. The three friends, Paris, Alvnte, and Timothy, decided to go to the gas station. They was going to go get, some stuff, some munchies, some snacks and things to smoke their blunts. And inside there, they ran into a guy, the killer, Davon Robinson. Basically, Paris, the transgender, she was like, flirting with Devon, they was flirting, whatever. Some way, somehow, numbers was exchanged, address was given, he was told to come through. And he came, so he ended up coming through to the house where he participated in getting oral sex from all these different people, from the transgender and the gay men. So somehow, somewhere, after he got oral sex, he ended up going home and came back and he killed the transgender, the two guys. But the other two friends that was there ended up getting away. So he just went to trial last week, and Davon Robinson lost trial. He was found guilty in all charges. So let me just break down what's going on. Okay, this is the topical story that I always speak on about DL men who choose to mess around and then come back to kill transgenders and gay men because they are not okay with their sexuality, or they're afraid that it's going to get out, or just mad crazy reasons, which is not fair. So if you watch on YouTube the trial, it's Davon Robinson trial, you see they break it all down. You have the witnesses that come speak. Okay, so Devontae, like I said, he was a guy. They show footage of him in the gas station. He kept leaving out, coming in the gas station, talking to the transgender Paris and the gay guys in there. Some way, somehow, Paris outside in the parking lot of the parking lot of the gas station, Paris decided to come up. And, she was talking to Devon where you can't really see him on camera. They changed phone numbers. She told him the address, like, come through, shooting her shot, telling him to come through, come through, whatever. So then they show footage of Devon, once the car pulled off, he's walking home. But then he stopped, he turns back around. Now he's thinking about it. I guess he's like, shit, I might want to come through. He might want to get some head, he want to get turned up. So he turned back to go home. Then he turned back. So make a long story, he ended up going to the house. Inside the house, other people inside the house, like Blair and them, and they said that the guy was quiet. He was weird. Like he, was very quiet, things like that. He decided to go upstairs with Paris and other, Paris and them running around the house like, or he play child, he trade, he play, the definition of trade is either a down low guy or a guy who perceive themselves to be heterosexual. But, they get down. Or it could just be a guy with kids and family, and, we call him trade. So, they like he trade, he down for it. So upstairs, the guy, he's getting head from Paris, the transgender, and all the other gay guys, Alvnte, the boy Timothy, they all up there, they giving him oral, he was getting head from them. He was up there for a minute. The guy Blair, who's one of the witnesses, he said that, he was up there, he was going to participate, but he told Devon, if you ain't giving me no head, I ain't getting you no head. He walked off, he left. So make a long story short, he said that he left out the room because the room had a funny smell. I don't know what smell. I don't know if sex was happening. It was smelling like dookie. I don't know what smell it was. But he said that it was a smell that he was just not with. So as he left out, whatever, one of the guys up there, Amon, was at the time talking to another guy. So he came up, they arguing. So now at this time, the guy, he put his clothes on. He said, I bust 3 nuts, So they said when he was leaving, him and Paris, they hugged. He hugged the girl Paris, boom, bam, boom. And he said to them, y'all will see me again. Nobody's clicking on what he meant when he said, you will see me again. But he said, y'all see me again. Okay, boom. So the boy Blair, one of the witnesses, said, if you watch the trial, he said how his wallet came up missing when he was at the gas station. So the three friends, the transgender and the two guys, they left. They went to go look for the wallet. Came back, they found the wallet. Okay, they sitting in the house, they chilling. Boom. They hear gunshots at the door. Gunshots at the door, then the person come in and start shooting. No talking, just shooting at everybody. Blair run, hide himself in the bathroom. The transgender and the other two guys got shot, and then the other boy, Amon, he was able to hide. So, while they on the phone with 911, they trying to stop the blood because the killer at this time had left. So in the video, you will see in the court when the prosecutor do her closing statement, she shows Davon, his camera showing him walking to his house. His camera show him going inside the house. His camera showing somebody leaving the house in all black. They said that the killer had all black and a ski mask on. So, they see somebody leaving the house. Right after the killing was happening, you see the person going back inside, running back to the killer house, going inside there after the killing was done. And then all of a sudden, the killer decides to pack up and leave. He just disappeared. He left that morning. His mom, his whole family, they covered for him. In the trial, you see them covering for him. It's recordings of the jailhouse calls where basically they telling on himself. The crackhead lady Sabrina, who was staying in the house, she already spoke with the cops, gave a statement, but they came to court, tried to take her statement back because I guess the family scared her up. So make a long story short, in the whole video, you see that Davon is inside the courtroom. He have no emotions. He ain't showing no sympathy. Like he's not sitting there saying he didn't do it. He's not sitting here. He's not saying anything. He's not saying nothing. He's just showing no emotion. And basically, the moral of the story was he was found guilty. But the moral of me bringing this, it's just like, this case just got me tuned. Like, they go back for sentencing on April the 13th. I will be watching that, giving y'all a report on it as well. So basically, the problem is that, okay, in America, we have so many transgenders and gay guys being murdered due to guys who choose to mess around on the down low. Okay, they choose to mess around on the down low. Now, Davon said in his statement when he was talking to the police that, he was afraid of, he didn't want it to get out. He was afraid of his mom and them finding out, his dad disowning him, things like that. So they said, while he was walking home after he engaged in threesome, in the video, you could see him like throwing up on the street cameras. He's spitting, he's throwing up. You could tell like he's regretting it now. Even one of the witnesses that they looked at when he was leaving the house, you could see in his face that he was in shame. He regretted what he did. He was like embarrassed. And he went in the house and he thought about it. Like, he was embarrassed. He was ashamed. And he felt like he had to shut them up. They was already laughing and stuff when he was leaving. He know they had big mouths. He didn't want this to get out. He didn't want the world to know, the neighborhood to know. He in Detroit. He probably from that's probably one of the roughest parts. I don't know. He probably didn't want this to get out. So what he did was go back and he wanted to kill everybody. He leave no witnesses, but he slipped up. He left 2 people alive. And the moral of the story is it's like this is going on all the time. Where guys who want to mess around, but then, they have second thoughts, or they are nervous, or they're afraid that it's going to get out. So now they want to kill you, or they want to harm you. And it's like, when does it stop? When does it stop? When will people live in a truth? When will people accept that they are who they are and stop worrying about what other people think? Like, these 3 people lost their life because of a man who decided willingly to go to this house. He had plenty of time to turn around and go home. He didn't have to go. He walked his ass to their house to participate in some sexual activities, not only with the transgender woman, but with the gay men as well. So obviously he liked it. He bust 3 nuts. He allowed several men to suck on him, and not one time did you stop them. Not one time did you had, for you to bust nuts, you had to stay erect. You liked it. So why come back and kill them? Why are you now worrying about if it's going to come back, and now you got to worry about if the neighborhood going to know and stuff? Like, come on now. Like, you literally went home. You thought about what you was going to do and came back and you killed them. And now, I can't wait to sit in this because I hope you get the life. I hope they lock his ass up, throw him under the motherfucking jail. I hope he never see daylight again. Because at the end of the fucking day, you took 3 lives, innocent lives, because you wasn't man enough to accept who the fuck you was. You wasn't man enough to live in your truth. So you took the lives of these young LGBT members because you're not comfortable within yourself. And this is constantly happening. We are constantly losing LGBT, transgender gay men because of men like him, like Devon Robinson, who is afraid to live your truth. I hope his family and all of them deal with karma, because y'all cover up knowing what he did. Y'all covered it up. Y'all was not trying to talk to the police, hide him out. He went on a run for a week and some change. Y'all was scaring witnesses, making them go against their story. And at the end of the day, these 3 people would never see life again. They would never see life again. Their life was taken away from them. Their life was taken the fuck away from them. And like at the end of the day, like, I just pray that they the jury throw the book at him. I hope that the judge sentences him to life without parole, because it's not fair. Why should he he shouldn't get anything less. These people will never see life again, and he shouldn't never see life again. He should never. I wish they had, and I don't wish death on nobody, but I'm just so tired of my people being killed. I'm so tired of them being murdered because of who they are and us living in our truth. And guys constantly want to mess around with us. They want to kill us and hurt us and fight us and do all this weird shit. Like Devon knew what the fuck he liked it. I don't know if he was embarrassed because more things happened in that room that we don't know about. I don't know if he got fucked in his ass because they said the room started smelling like shit and stuff. Well, it had a funny smell. We all know what that smell probably was, because they didn't just come from dick sucking. So if it started coming from a smell, it must have came from him shitting or somebody shitting on some dick or something. He was disgusted. Bruh was disgusted. He was not with it. When he left, he was disgusted. He, in a video, he's, about to throw up. He's gagging. He's disgusted. And at the end of the day, he came back and he did what he did. And it's like, how long are we going to continue to allow these men to kill us and get away with it? I'm so happy he was caught. It's a lot of cases that have not been solved. A lot of cases who not have been solved. But at the end of the day, he's going on trial. He's getting sentenced. I'm going to keep you updated on that. I've been following this case since it happened. If you Google Google Paris Camorn transgender killed in Detroit, everything's pop up. You can watch on YouTube the Davon Robinson trial. It just happened last week. You can stay updated on it. And like I said, I'm going to keep you updated on. But this is to all my transgender women. Please be careful. And gay men, please be careful. At the end of the day, these guys they are killing us. They are killing us because they are not man enough to live their truth. So they can't accept the fact that we are who we are and we okay with it. They can't accept the fact that we are not in denial and we're not afraid to be ourselves. So they are out here killing us. They are out here taking our lives. They are out here shooting us and hurting us. And like, this has to stop. Like, this has to stop. Like, if it don't stop, like, we have to stop this. Like, this have to, like, no. Don't allow these guys to sit here and constantly play with us and do this. And like, it's not right. If a man can't live his truth for us, then we don't need to entertain them. Like, at the end of the day. And I'm just like, I'm very frustrated about it, but I wanted to bring this to y'all attention. I'm going to be turning back on YouTube starting next week with my show, Sipping Tea with Ben Bad. I have a whole new show coming out. I'll be talking about, I have different topics. I'm going to have like special guests, coming on. We're going to be doing interviews. We're going to be I'm going to be giving y'all the gossip, and we're just going to be constantly talking about more cases like this. We are going to just constantly bring awareness to us and bring awareness to the LGBTs. And I hope that, like I said, I will be turning in April to report on what happened with this case and how much time he get. And I'm going to pray that he get the damn book. And I will pray that he don't never see life again. I hope that he's rot in jail. I hope that every bad thing happened to him because of what he did to someone else. But it's your girl, Ben Bad. I just had to come and do this quick video. Give y'all this. I want y'all to go look into the case. Go watch it. If you got time, go on YouTube, watch it. And y'all, let's just bring awareness. Peace out.